I'm happy to inform you that we reached agreement in principle and we have targeted the end of October to be able to sign off on the zero tariff principle.
I wanted to post this video long ago, but I said I was learning Chinese for you people to give you top-notch content. Because President John Dramani Mahama arrived in Beijing on 12th of October with his delegation. And I wanted to learn how to say ladies and gentlemen in Chinese.
女士们,先生们.
Bro, my tongue can articulate those things. Debi. That is why we are here now. That is why we are here now. I want to keep retention. You people, I post, how did they call them? I post 13 minutes long video. Then you go and check average watch duration. Then it's 1 minute 13 seconds. Dang. Because you are Chinese, Anna. They say you should be funny. Ladies and gentlemen, President John Dramani Mahama is in China.
Ghanaian President John Dramani Mahama has arrived at Beijing Capital International Airport on Saturday. He's expected to attend the Global Leaders Meeting on Women. Ghana is one of the first countries in sub-Saharan Africa to establish diplomatic relations with China and is also an important strategic partner of China in Africa. The friendship between the two sides is a long history, and to both governments, the bilateral relations have enjoyed a sound momentum of development in recent years.
He arrived on 12th of October with his delegation to participate in the Global Leaders Meeting on Women from 13th of October to 14th.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit, I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit, I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit, I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, speaking fast. I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past and the pettiness. A reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're with my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah. Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help.
Now they were in there for the Global Leaders Meeting on Women Only.
We had the opening ceremony and the conference for global leaders on women. It was to commemorate 30 years of the adoption of the Beijing Platform for Action. We had key speakers, including His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, who was the only male president who spoke on behalf of Africa. So he reviewed progress made in protecting rights of women since the platform was adopted in Beijing 30 years ago. We also had female prime ministers and presidents also speaking. One remarkable one was Iceland. Then the whole ceremony where we had various presidents also speaking to progress made since the Beijing Platform for Action was adopted in 1995. My main observation is that it went very well. There was a candid discussion about women's economic rights, women's political rights, how we had more women in parliament, more women within the judiciary, and also more women public officers.
Was also there for business.
President Mahama, on day 2 of his state visit to China, paid a courtesy call on the Chinese president, who noted that this year marks the 65th anniversary of diplomatic relations between China and Ghana, and also the bilateral friendship forged by the earlier generation of leaders from both countries, which he says has grown stronger over time. He expressed hope that Ghana would soon benefit from China's initiative to extend the zero tariff. President John Mahama was optimistic of deepened trade relations between the two countries.
Now he met with the Chinese president Xi Jinping.
Let's have it. Let's have it. Let's have it. Let's have it.
Xi Jinping. Xi Jinping.
God have mercy upon us.
To emphasize on bilateral, relationships with China to support Ghana, Ghana to support China, that kind of thing. And they have President John Dramani Mahama has secured a zero tariff agreement with China.
I'm happy to inform you that we reached agreement in principle, and we have targeted the end of October to be able to sign off on the zero tariff principle.
The president also invited Chinese investors to take part in Ghana's planned Green Digital City project.
Now, at the global leaders meeting on women, he mentioned something about gender equality, and he was using Ghana as an example. You listen.
My country, Ghana, remains steadfast in its pursuit of gender equality and the empowerment of our women. Under my leadership and in my capacity as the African Union champion for gender and women's empowerment, the government of Ghana has continued to take decisive steps to mainstream gender across our national development policies. We've achieved historic milestones, including the election of Ghana's first female vice president and the unprecedented appointment of women to leadership positions in government, the judiciary, the security services, and key national institutions. These are not just symbolic gestures, they are deliberate affirmation that women deserve a seat at the table of the highest levels of decision-making. And I am confident that in the very near future, our women will break the glass ceiling and there will be a woman president of the Republic of Ghana.
Now, recently, he has been doing that in the law. If you remember, when he was giving his speech at the UN, right, he mentioned something about Africa's comeback, and he was using Ghana as an example, as the same thing that he did over here. So your man is trying to make sure that, okay, we're doing something great and you people can learn from us. That's the kind of example that he's trying to put out there, and it's beautiful to see.
Maybe you are unaware of the resilience of African nations or their remarkable ability to make a strong comeback just when you think it's safe to count them out. That is what is happening right now in my own country, Ghana.
Now, personally, I have a problem with the zero export tariff agreement that he's having with China right now, because I see, when I saw the whole thing, I see China wasn't really bothered about the thing. They just like, yo, bilateral agreement. It's a big deal. Yes, it's a big deal. But my question is, how many things, like, what is the percentage of things that we are producing and we are exporting to China? What at all are we exporting to China before we are having this kind of agreement? So that means one party is going to benefit more than the other. Because look at what Ghana imports from China. We import machineries, including heavy machineries, heavy industrial machineries, electrical and electronic equipment, iron and steel, chemicals, plastics, vehicles, automobile parts, furniture, footwear, and look at all this. But when you look at what these are finished products, you understand? These are finished products. But when you look at all the things that Ghana is exporting to China, they are raw materials. You listen: minerals, mineral fuel, oil, and distillation products, crude oil, cocoa, fish. Those are seafoods, wood and wood products, timber, copper, and other basic materials. You see all these things, they are all raw material. So we will take it there, then they will go and process it, then they bring the finished one back. Wait. So personally, I just think we just have to, go through whatever we are doing and see how can we maximize this opportunity to produce more things. Because if you are taking the raw products over there and the process it and bring the processed one back to your country, then what are we making? Because it's very little. It's very little things that Ghana export to China. So if we are, agree on this zero tariff on export, that means, okay, one party is going to benefit more than the other. That's why you can see that China, they are just relaxed. Oh dear. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Right? What do you make of it? Because personally, I think there is always some twist to it. There's always something. But it's a beautiful thing to see. President John Dramani Mahama is expected to, sign so many deals with China, which is going to benefit the country a lot. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. And what do you think about the work of President John Dramani Mahama currently? Because Okuyeto Ablakwa said he's fixing everything. That is what they said.
Since assuming the presidency, he is fixing all the problems he inherited.
He's fixing everything. So let me know. These people, Ghana currently, we are looking very good on the global market. Yeah, Ghana is looking very, very good on the global market. So our people are trying to set some example that, hey, Charlie, Africa right now, we are doing really, really great. You people can learn this from us, but you people should understand that no, Africa, we are now independent. That is what President John Dramani Mahama is trying to prove to all these foreign countries right now that yeah, we did. Let me know what you think in the comment section. The name is Prince Park. Subscribe to the channel, put us on post notifications so that we can always have exciting and beautiful conversations like this. I'm out.